Hi everyone, it's Rachel here, and I have to apologize. I completely forgot to post my video yesterday, so that one will be posted today, or maybe I'll post this one today and yesterday's tomorrow. How about that for confusing you? Now, I know we've done this before, new glue here, but I'm going to just do a plain collage on this background, like plain as in just sort of fairly neutral. And then, I don't know, I was just looking on Pinterest and I saw like a fabric, I think it was a new fabric sample page. I just like the look of it. So I was thinking I might do one of these pages like a sample page. So I want to just cover my background and then work on top of it and create it like a sample page, and then decide what I want to do with it. So we'll just see what happens. So I hope everyone's having a nice weekend. I'm a little bit I don't know, this last week or so I've been a little bit, I don't know what, lost my mojo. I mean, I'm doing stuff, but I think I've got so much on my plate that I have to get done, that I'm sort of feeling a bit overwhelmed, I think. I think that's what it is. Just sort of making me feel like I've got so much to do that I don't know what to do. I think I'll put that there. This crinkly piece of tea-dyed paper. So what is everybody else up to? Oh, that's a good question. How about that? What does everybody do when you lose your mojo? What happens? Like when you don't know, okay, yes, I've got my list. I'm still using my treasure books list. I'm still using that to keep myself organized. But I still struggle. I'm still struggling. I don't know why. It's just a bit of a struggle. It's all a bit of a struggle. I could just stick that right down there. I might just take that little edge off. Yeah, so what does everybody do to get yourself going again when you're feeling a bit like that? That's what it is. I'm a bit So I'd love to know your thoughts. That's already sticky. I mean, you can't use up these pages fast enough, especially when you're doing all this gluing. I'm sure I'm totally off screen. I've got my glue book on screen and everything else is off. I don't need to worry about that. That's going to come off. You can see I'm scatterbrained today. Total scatterbrain. Now, I can get some glue on here. Okay. Put that there. Put that there, and I need something there. Oh, why don't we just put that there? Perfect. Don't know what this is going to turn out, but I'm going to treat the papers like they are swatches. It's going to be like a swatch page. Okay, so don't need plain. Now I want pattern stuff. Right, I got this, but I want it all to be squared off. So we're going to get the little chomper out, little chomper. And for example, we love this one. And we're going to chomp that down and have straight edges. Now, did I put my phone on airplane mode? That would be the $1 million question. Honestly, the struggle is real. Okay. So let's just cut. Before we do anything else, let's just cut a whole lot of stuff. All right, got that. Good way to use up your scraps again. Let's let's just pull it out. Let's just pull it all out and put it all back in. How about that? That's fun. Oh, here you go. Here's one of my favorite papers. That one. Here, this will be good. I might have a piece of this Tim Holtz. Some pieces can be bigger. Who knows what this is going to turn out like. I mean, I don't have to post it, do I? If I don't like it, I won't post it. Put that back in there. As I use them, I'll put them back away. I won't use Tim Holtz. I think I'll throw that out. I don't really want these. A little. Oh, here we go. This is an old paper. Now, what was this from? That's a nice piece to use up. I'll just chop that bit off. Oh, I know what I should use. My sampler one as well. So I'll get that out in a sec. I don't want those. I won't chop up those. That one hasn't been cut into yet. I don't think I'll use the script. No butterflies, not those, not those. No. Oh, maybe a bit. No. Oh, yes, maybe a bit of that one. There's a nice piece to use. Not that one. Not that one. So cute. You probably can't even see what I'm looking at. I'm just putting all the papers back in. I pulled them all out and now I'm putting them all back in. Because that's what happens. Keep all these ridiculous pieces of paper. Okay, none of those. Okay, well that's it out of that one. Put that one away, out of sight. And I'll hop up in a second and get another folder. Cut that one. Okay, so put that over there. I could even have this as a little sample piece. You're probably thinking I'm totally weird. It's one of those things you won't know what's going to happen until it happens. I've got my folder. Here we go. This is what we want. It's a bit like in the 100-day project when I did the sort of envelope one where we had the sampler kits. It's going to be a little bit like that, I think, how I'm imagining it. Who knows if it's going to turn out how I imagine. We don't know. We won't know until it happens. We really won't. Okay. Get that. Oh, this is a good folder. You can't see in here, but I can tell you now there's lots of good stuff in here. Okay, I think that'll get that as well. I think that'll do. Let's just get chomping. So that's already straight there. So let's cut it here. I quite like that bit. Put that bit aside. That can go on my little scrap folder that's emptied out now, so I don't find stuff in there anymore. Here's some old marbled paper, like an old bookend. We'll keep it that. I could have prepared all of this before, but then you wouldn't have had the fun of the process, would you? So we've ended our first week at school. At the end of next week, we'll know what's happening with the numbers, won't we? Because, you know, 2 weeks, that's what the government says, 2 weeks, and we'll know if our cases are increasing. I mean, we're not doing too badly. Like, I don't know what it is today, but it was around 1,500 new cases a day, which is not too bad, considering other countries in Europe have really whizzed up there with their numbers. So, not feeling too concerned about it at the moment. I mean, we do take our precautions, as you all know, but yeah, we're not worrying. And I'll tell you what, I don't know if I told you this week, I can't even remember whether I'm Arthur or Martha. Probably neither of them. I might put this lovely little piece here that I used that when I made my Italian churches kit, and that was Gail's request in my 100-day project. Yeah, so I've got to say, it's been a nightmare dropping Lulu off school and picking her up, because I think I might have mentioned this earlier this week, the kids that were catching the bus are now not catching the bus, and it's just mayhem, absolute mayhem. Steph saw it today. We both went down to pick her up today because he's obviously home, and on the weekend, and I mean, he couldn't believe his eyes. It was just chaos. I mean, even the buses couldn't even get in. The car, I mean, this is the Italian way, right? So there's kind of like this square, and then there's all these schools, and all these kids come out, and that's where they go and get the bus outside the front of Lulu's school. And there's like 3 schools there, and then behind them there's another 2 schools, and then on the other side there's another lot of schools. So a whole lot of schools all in one area, as I've told you before. And basically you've got to drive into this square, and there's like a car park. It's not a very big car park. And so basically, but you can kind of pull over on the side if it's not too crowded and wait, sort of thing. Well, at the entry of the car park, people just sort of stop right across the entry, and totally block it. There's also a pedestrian crossing right at the entry, so literally, like, you're watching for cars, buses, kids walking across the pedestrian crossing, and they don't even look, and they're coming, and they're allowed to drive motorini here, which is just crazy to me, but from the age of 14 they can have a motorino. And I mean, they drive like lunatics. I mean, they're all driving on the wrong side of the road this morning because they didn't want to wait in the traffic, so they drove down the centre, but not in the centre on their side, on my side. You know, this is what, it's just crazy. Anyway, so they when we went down to pick up Lulu, there was a car. So first of all, there were cars all parked down the side. They can't park there, but they do. Then that's just bad enough. And then, so then the centre's normally free. So then you can go round and then go down where cars are allowed. And then the buses can get through and go into the bus section. But this man, he parked right slap bang in the middle. So we all had to squeeze in between him and the other parked cars on the other side to get around so that we weren't blocking the entry. And the poor bus, the bus couldn't get in. So it's just, I mean, it was just chaos. Anyway, that's what I'm hoping it's going to be better. Lulu's going to be back to, going to be doing her normal hours next week. So her school, because they do art school, besides doing all the regular stuff, they do extra, I think an extra 2 hours of school, because they do workshops, you know, laboratories. So she's going to be getting out at 2, so there'll be less people, I think. Okay, so I think I've got plenty to work with here, and I'm not even going to glue anything down. I'm going to start laying it out like it's a sample book. So I've got a bit of Florentine paper here, but I'm going to leave a little bit of space so I can see my background. And now normally, you know me, I gung-ho glue without even worrying about it, but because I want to sort of fit it all in here, I'm going to test it, you know, like lay it all out first before I do any major sort of things. So I'm just, I think I might put that one, well, I think I like it there. And I, you know, audition, I'm auditioning as per usual. I've already got those. Let's see, so I've got this thin strip here. I'll keep that till last. I haven't cut those down yet. I guess we could, oh, that fits perfectly in there. So then that means that strip, oh, that's lovely. Oh, I like doing this. This is fun. It's really fun. I need to trim some down. Oh, I like that. Trim some down, but I would, no, I don't want that. I'm going to put that. I wanted that one. Put that one in sideways. No. Put that one there. Yes, I like that. Even though it's sideways, don't care. Oh, that fits in there. And I don't mind if they overlap a little bit. And then I'm going to trim some down to fit in the gaps. Oh, that's really nice. I'm very happy with that. So let's start gluing. Fun, 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 fun. Now, just a minute. I'm gluing it all that way. What if I wanted it to go the other way? Well, I'm not going to mess with that now. It's going, these are all going to go this way. So put that there. Oh, you know, oh no, then I can't cut it down. I was thinking I could put lace or fabric in those bits. You could, but you just have to, like the cutter won't cut them, that's all. So sometimes we like straight edges. Oh, children, stop bashing upstairs, would you? I'm not in the mood. The mojo is not working, and the bashing upstairs is not helping. It is not. They don't have to be perfectly aligned, but kind of. This is my sample. We'll call it my sample master page. Masterboard. No, sample masterboard. That's it. A sample masterboard. It's just a bit of fun. But, you know, it's just one of those things. Well, it's not really mindless, but it's just one of those things you can do when you don't know what to do. Make a sample masterboard. That's what we do. Okay. Now, many of you, when I make a masterboard, they say, do I scan it? Well, this, if this just had all of my papers in it, I would scan it. But it doesn't just have all of my papers. That's Tim Holtz, and that's, you know, that's a commercially made paper. The rest of it is okay, but not those two. So no, I wouldn't scan those because that would be a breach of copyright. Although that paper I have seen in the public domain, but it's in a different colour. So this company that produces that paper has produced it in their own colour scheme. So no, I wouldn't scan their paper. Don't want to get myself into trouble. However, that being said, if you're doing it for yourself and you're not selling and you're not, you know, sharing too much on the internet, then of course you can probably scan away. I don't see the issue with it if you're not doing anything commercial. It's just for you. Personal use. I wonder if I'd like that more. I think I'd like that more down there. Or did I like it more up there or down there? I think I'll put it down there. Just to sort of have a bit more different movement. So I haven't answered any of my comments. I apologise. I have to do that. I will get onto it. I meant to do it this morning. Then I got designing and I didn't. It's just a million different things going on. That's what it is. It's just a whole lot of different things going on and on and on that need to be done. And so I'm doing a bit of this and a bit of that at the moment. And a bit of this and a bit of that makes you feel like, I think that's what my issue is. I said it to Steffi. I said, I think my issue is when you do a bit of this and a bit of that, you sort of feel like you need to do it because you've got to get everything on the go. But when you do that and you don't focus on one thing, you feel like you're not getting anywhere. Everything seems to take, you feel like it's taking more time than it should. That's upside down. Lucky I realised that. It would be just like me to glue it upside down. But it doesn't really matter. Then I just I don't know. I just turn it on, make something that's on the side. So it's on the side. But anyway, there we go. That's there. I really love that page. need to put something there and something there. So what do we have? For example, I could cut a bit of one of these. Let me just take it off here. Oh wait, I've got these lovely little images also. I don't think they'll fit. Maybe I could cut one down. Oh, maybe that vase. These are little embroidery samples. They're super cute. So I'll get my cutter and I'll cut that down. Hopefully I don't cut it down too small, because that would be a shame, because then I wouldn't be able to use it. Now I don't think I'm going to be able to, I'll have to use, I might have to use my, oh no, wait, I can. I didn't think I'd be able to hold on to it under there, but I did. And that does fit there. It's a little short, but it doesn't matter. We can see the writing behind. I probably could use my shippies. Just a minute, but then I have to cut all of that down too. Put that there. So Steph's gone, our friend is here from Modena, the one that usually comes down to see us. He was at uni with Steffi. And he's here. And no, I think I'm going to use my flowers, my fleurs. They've gone down to the beach. They reckon today and tomorrow are going to be the last days of beach for the season. I said, well, I haven't been to the beach that often, so it makes no difference to me. I prefer to stay at home and do my thing. And so they've gone to the beach, and then they'll have an aperitivo, and then they'll pick up Lulu. She's gone roaming around town in Rimini with her friends. And so she'll be picked up on the way back. Oh, and lots of things I didn't use, so I've got plenty. Now I need something here, and I might trim a piece of that one. Perfect. Or do I want this one? No, too much blue. I'm going to have this one. Now I can't remember how wide, but if I make a mistake, I'll just cut another piece. That's going to be good. I like putting all the pretty things on the page. And then what to do with them, who knows? So what can we do with this? So one idea would be you could Mod Podge it. You could Mod Podge it, or spray it, or do something just to make sure it's all stuck down. And then it could be a really fun journal cover. Super cute. If I glued it all the other way, you could cut it in half and have 2 notebooks, but I didn't. So I think this will be cut down. It's going to be cut down into, I think I'm going to make them into, this is going to be journal cards. So I'm going to cut it about there. And these 2 are going to be tags. I'm going to have one tag, and in the end they're going to be sideways, those. No, it's just because they're going to be very long tags, but does that really matter? What fun. And then I'm going to trim off this bit here. Love it. And this bit. I'll show you in a sec. I think I might be off screen. I'm just going to trim it down a little bit so it's a little bit straighter. And now I'm going to cut that in about half. I say about half because I mean, oh, I love that. Okay, cool. So these are going to be pockets or journal cards, and these are tags. Aren't they pretty? So I think those are so pretty, they really could even not have anything else. They don't have to have anything else if they don't want to, but they could. What have we got in here? For example, we could have a little, a little piece of lace somewhere, but I don't want to cover anything up, do I? I don't know what's in here. I mean, you could have a bit of something somewhere, I don't know. Anyway, not those for the moment. We did have these. I wanted to cut those. I could just make a million of those backgrounds. I could just sit here and make backgrounds. I like them so much. Okay. Just saying, see, I really like that. I'm going to attach that there. I like that. Let me just try this other one. If you want to, or you can leave them as they are. I just like the colours, how it's all working. And that's not straight. Let's try that. Those colours are good. No, I think I like the pale colours. They're less distracting. And I don't think I want anything on that one, but I might want something on that one. So just another idea with your collaging, you know. Just switch it up. Do straight edge collaging. Leave gaps. Put it there like a sampler. And if you notice, the embroidery samplers are done in a very similar way, in the sense that they're sort of put there in very regular positions. And you can still see this, you can see a bit of that, and you can see all the other papers, and I really do like that. You may not, but I like it. Okay, and then if you really want to go to town on it, and this is for my dear friend, I can't find them. You might be in luck. Oh no, there they are. You're not in luck. You're not in luck. No luck. You can then ruin it all. Well, no, I don't think it's ruining it. I like it. See, it could be like, no, I don't really want that. It could be like you had a label on there saying what it was, but I don't think I am going to put a label. I kind of liked that one. No, I'm not going to put a label, but you could put a label on there. I'm going to leave it. So those two are going to stay like that. You can decide whether to trim them down a bit further, like off the bottom, cut a tag shape, back them. They need to be backed. And they're just going to go in my basket to be finished afterwards. But I really love those. Oh, I need to photograph it afterwards. I'll put those there. Now this one, this has a big expanse of these two here. And you could have something like that on there. I'm not really digging. I'll tell you what I'm not digging is all that white. And as I'm not an inker, as you know, I'm just going to vaguely cut around it and see what that looks like. I might not like it. That could happen. These are not the best scissors because they're a little bit big for better, for, you know, doing proper good cutting. No, I don't mind it there, but I feel like it needs something else. What could happen on here is you could have then layer more on top. Whoops, here. For example, this one I didn't put on the other one. No, blends in too much. But you could have that. I quite like that there. Or do we like it without it? Put that there. Do a bit more sampling on top. That's an interesting little concept, that one. I don't mind that. It's a bit eclectic, a bit clashy. Sometimes I like a little bit clashy. Oops. I certainly like gluing things to my glue page, don't I? I'll do that quite often. Glue things to my fingers, they get stuck. Oh, come on, get off. Rude paper. Okay. I like that. And I think I'm going to put that flower there. It's something different. Not following any rules. I just go with the feeling. Now, I mean, I did do a collaging video. There's, well, in my head, there's not really rules, but I did do that collage video just to put in one place what sort of thought processes are going through my head. Now that's going to be a journaling card, and I'm going to glue some, I've got some here actually, some nice tea-dyed paper on the back, and that's going to be a journal card. And let's just do that so it's completed. And as I mentioned, you could prepare your base and then glue down fabrics as your samples, or different fabrics on there, and laces could be cool as well. But you'd have to cut it down with your cutter first if you want to use your cutter to get straight edges, because the cutter won't enjoy, well, it probably won't cut the fabrics and laces. That's what I'm trying to say. Everything's very long-winded today. And the other thing I thought I might do on this one, which is why I put the paper on the back, is I thought I might round the corners. I might like that. Oh, look, I know I'm not supposed to do it when the glue's wet. I know. I do it when the glue's wet and then it gets stuck. It glues. I've glued it. There we go. I've unstuck it. Now, I won't do my other corner. I'll be a good girl. I'll wait for it to dry. That's why it gets stuck. Although I want... Oh, I'll just close that. I said I'd wait. Well, I better wait because it's very gluey. Okay. So I'm going to round the corners like that on that one. And then this one, I think I'm going to attach this. I kind of like it without it. The dilemma, the dilemma, the dilemma. Quite like that. What else do I have that I might like? That's just already here. That's the same paper. I don't want that. Maybe I might like one of these. Excuse me, it's not the unmentionable. I've got my temperature measurer now, the electronic one. It's very good. Okay, so let's just trim this one down. Because we're having straight edges, we may as well continue on with the straight edges. I might trim that down there. Right. Okay, so that could be double, although I don't think... Oh, I quite like that. Or do I want just one? I think I'll keep it double. Let's put it down double. Now, let's see where. I think I like it there. Yes. Interesting. Put that there. And I did see there were, I liked all of these things here. I don't know if they'll blend in though. Let's just have a little look. They're very cute. They're very small. They've got little rounded edges here. They're not straight. I think that's going to disappear there. It's going to disappear there. They're very small. They are going to disappear. Kind of cute on there. Kind of cute, but then I'd put something up there. And on here, that's cute. I kind of like that. Oh, I think I'll just stick it on down there. Even though it's tiny, Cute little birds with a vase. Okay, so there we go. That was fun. I'll have to do some more of that. So there we go. We've got our sample. What do I call it? Sampler masterboard. But look how pretty they turn out. Super pretty. I love all the colors. And again, you get that element of surprise when you cut up your masterboard. Very nice. And of course, if you're using public domain stuff, scan away. Scan away. Okay, I like those. You could have a plain label on there for labeling. That's not plain. I don't have any plain ones except for little ones here. I would want a bigger one, I think. I don't want those. Yeah, I'd have to get my labels. I'd have to get my labels out, and I would put a plain label there or nothing. Mosquito. Sorry, did you see that? I just killed it. How did that get in? They get in the front door. Okay, so there we have it. So that is my video today. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm sorry I didn't post my video yesterday. I'll post that one tomorrow. How about that? And you can have this one today. So I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I will see you again soon. Bye.